It's road trip time to Louisiana. What a better time, middle of August, Africa hot, big bull redfish. All right, for me, this is about a 14-hour road trip. Now, we have literally driven as far as you can go in Louisiana and keep your feet dry. And now we've got to jump in that 2510 Bay Ranger, and we've got about a 30-minute run all the way down to the mouth of the river to Port Eads, where Jason's lodge is, and we're in Louisiana in Venice, man. I'm so excited about that. Port Eads couldn't be a better location at the mouth of the Mississippi River. I got up, grabbed a cup of coffee, and immediately noticed things were changing. Man, we've got really bad storms all around the lodge. East, west, south, you name it, it's everywhere. Looking at the radar, we zoom out on the Weather Channel, and what was Tropical Storm Harvey yesterday is now Hurricane Harvey today. That's bad juju where I come from, but we're still going fishing. Here we are in Louisiana at the mouth of the Mississippi River at a place called Port Eads. Now, what's really cool about this, Captain Jason Catchings is my guest host today, and he's been so kind to entertain the idea to let this guy throw some chicken feathers at these big bull reds. And I couldn't sleep last night. I was so excited, Jason. And I appreciate you taking me, man. And you know what's really cool? We have Hurricane Harvey.
That's right.
In the Gulf of Texaco out here. I don't know, man. It could be epic because they could go to chewing pretty good prior to that event.
They can fire them up. Hopefully they
haven't bailed yet.
They haven't bailed yet. Hopefully the swells aren't too bad and we can get out there and catch some on the fly rod and some chicken feathers.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. As usual, you know, we either bring a cold front or a hurricane, so it's just
normal.
Perfect. It's
just normal for Ray Van
It's
Horn.
perfect. So last night we're sitting around dinner, and we're all thinking about how we can make this that much more fun. Somebody had the bright idea, why don't we just throw chicken feathers at them and go fly fishing? Jason, it's August, latter part of August. It's Africa hot out here in Louisiana. And I see you've got a number of different fly patterns laid out here. Which ones do you foresee that we're going to probably use in this shoot?
If the fish are up top and we can get them to come up top and eat, we're going to use big poppers like this, big double barrel poppers. Different colors for depending on the cloud cover and the sun and things like that, and how much you need to pop it.
I got you.
Some of them will go down in the water a little bit, some will stay up top. You don't need to lead these fish. 6-7 inches in front of them, bring the fly to them and feed them.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now, I know you're a busy man, and I know you're creative. You probably don't have time to tie all this.
I don't have time, but I come up with them in my mind, and I have a guy that ties all my flies, Jacob Braxton at Stilley Brothers Fly Company.
Jacob Braxton.
Stilley Brothers Fly Company. Anything you want, he'll tie. I have a Gulf Coast redfish box already on the website with all my flies on there that I use. You can go in there and purchase.
What's your website again?
www.jasoncatchings.com.
And you know, our viewers can go on there and get a selection of these flies.
100%.
All right, now these are probably all mine now, right though?
Whatever you want, Ray. It's Christmas for Ray.
All right, I appreciate that, Jason. I can't wait to throw these. This is gonna be a lot of fun. We're motoring to the spot, and you can't help but notice. It's twice as windy. Ground swells are building. Not ideal conditions for fly fishing, but I like it that way. And in the back of my mind, I'm going, you know what? This could be just fantastic because these fish could really go off before this storm gets here. Well, I'll tell you what, Jason, this might be a little sporty today. We got ground swells, but you were telling me there's some big fish here.
There's some big fish in here, so with the ground swells today, what we'll do is we'll fish through the slicks, try to catch one of these big bulls with a big popper. I'll take a top water and try to get them to come up where you can see them and cast to them, and we'll see what happens.
A little teaser fishing.
A little teaser fishing.
I like it. It's fixing to go down right here.
Lots of bait right in here. A couple slicks in front of us. Oh, there he is, right here, right here. Hey, Ray, I got him, but I don't have any hooks on. I told you that was red. Just get in there, Ray. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
All right, a minute.
Come on. There he is, right there. Pop it. He's right. Oh, no, put it down, no, he's right there. and get him back up.
The reason why we're using this fly is you have got to make a lot of commotion. I mean, we're in, I don't know, 5 to 8 feet of water, depending on what time the tide is. And there are millions and millions of these pogies out there that these giant redfish are keyed in on. So you've got to get their attention. And if you've never cast one of these giant popping bugs, normally, under optimum conditions, I'd be using an 8 or a 9 weight. But I'm saying, man, windy as it is, as large as that fly is, I'm really going to have to overcompensate, and I'm pulling out an 11.
The Gypsy Angler with Ray Van Horn is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Miro Lure, turn on the bite anytime, tie on a Miro Lure.
These giant bull redfish are here for 2 reasons. The main reason is they're going to spawn very, very soon. Prior to the spawn, they gorge heavily. It just happens to coincide with all these gigantic schools of pogies being there. So, oh boy, buffet table. And they eat so many of them, they regurgitate them and create these bubbling slicks. That's when you know you're really in the zone.
There he is, he's right behind you. That was him.
I saw him. Did you put the poles down?
Man.
Good. That's what I'm talking about. Dude. Get you some of that. Jason, dude, you kidding me? Hey, I'm gonna revise my assessment of that bug. I like the bug.
Just keep him tight, brother, man.
You got it, bro.
He's running right at you. Just keep him tight.
That was a cool week, man. Got a backing critter right here, dude.
Yep. It's a good one. He missed it the first time, and then
He said, there's crickets in the pond. I gotta get one.
Keep him tight. Come on.
He's coming, man. He's coming.
It's a pig, dude.
I knew you wasn't done, Marge. Large Marge over here, Jason. Yeah, baby. What I'm talking about right there. All right, Doc. He might be 40. Dude, that's the official largest redfish I've ever caught on a fly. Right there. Dude, if you can't get excited about that, you're biologically dead.
You need to go find something to help you, a doctor or something.
There's nothing else that's gonna fix you. I'm telling you, you're done.
5 feet from the boat.
Oh, that was epic. Dude, look at that. Oh, yeah, man. Telling you, it's addicting. Once you go here, you're done. You're totally done. You wanna get her back in the pool?
Let's get her back in the pool.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
All right, turn her loose, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
Good job, brother, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Let's try to get another one.
I think that's my biggest redfish on fly, bar none. Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
Give me 5. All right, dude. Let's get another one. There's something about these Louisiana redfish. I've caught giant redfish all over the country. And I don't know if it's a different gene pool down here, because if it is, and I think it is, it's the mean gene pool. These fish are violent. They are killing it. nothing's gonna get away. And the fish are so beautiful. I mean, an artist could not paint them more vivid than what these fish are. They're just amazing creatures.
The Gypsy Angler with Ray Van Horn is brought to you by Frigid Rigid Coolers, the last cooler you'll ever buy. Mercury Marine, go boldly. Power Pole, shallow water anchor.
Now, Jason's got a great selection of flies to choose from, and the fly I started off with I thought was going to be the one, and it was pretty good, but after a while with the conditions deteriorating, it got windier. I said, have you got something that's going to make a lot more commotion? He says, oh yeah, we've got that. Now we've had a couple blow up on that teaser lure, and one just floated up underneath that fly, but he didn't need it. So we're going to make a fly change. It's getting pretty cloudy, really cloudy, and we're going to go to a darker fly and see if that doesn't help our chances.
There he is. He's right here. He's right under it. He's right under it.
Going back, boys.
Come on. Come on. Keep him tight, right?
That was smoking hot, Jason. Yeah, baby. Dude, Jason, that was so cool. Because he came up and smoked it. I had him, he pulls off.
And he threw right back in there,
threw right back in there, boom, boom, boom.
And he ate it.
Either he ate it or his cousin Leroy ate it.
Doesn't matter, you hooked him.
You know, here we are in prime fly fishing conditions, people. We got 2 footers. Perfect. Head shaking man right there. Coming out to the other side.
Come on, baby.
What a war. Yeah! Way to go, brother! Look at that! Ah, dog, give me a bump on that one. Oh, my. Oh, dog. 2 footers. It might be 3. Out here's blowing 20. Oh, Lordy. I'm taking a knee. Taking a knee. Big bad man right there. Look at that. I'll tell you what, man, that never gets old. It just never gets old.
And we know the fish are here, you just can't give up. You just gotta keep working and working and working.
It would be easy to tap out.
It would.
But you know what? You don't get this day back, brother. I don't care if it's blowing 30, we're doing it.
That's right.
Because if it's not hard, we don't do it.
And guess what? If you catch one, it could be the biggest fish you ever caught of your life.
Well, I guarantee you it's pretty close because that's a chub. This is a dandy. Let's get her back in the pool, man. That was awesome. Oh, whoa, were you a little sensitive? Oh, Lordy. Dude, that was cool, man. That was cool. That's worth the price of admission right there. These fish are so cool because no 2 fish are the same. Some of them are real coppery, and they have these opaque orange fins. And then you'll get one that's a little more muted, if you will. And his fins are almost translucent. And then you look at their spots. And the spot configurations are all over the board. Multiple spots, some are, you know, typical spots, and then you get these mutations that look like letters, or they're just crazy. It's like some artist got freaky. This is so much fun. You know, we used to do the tournament trail together. We'd run 164 miles in this mess. That's how crazy we were back then. And now we're out here in 2 to 3 footers fly fishing.
So we hadn't lost our craziness.
We haven't lost a bit of it. We might have got more craziness, if that's possible.
Probably so.
We're at 98 to 100% craziness. I tell you what, though, that is so cool because if you can just get it out there 30, 40 feet, which right now that's about what I'm doing, because it's howling, maybe 50, and using 11 weight, because this is like throwing a baby duck. I mean, chomp, chomp, chomp. Boom! It's just so cool, man.
If you can't get high off of that,
Dude,
you're not living.
no, you're biologically dead. You're in the ground. Toast. Adios.
Let's go get another one.
All right, brother, man. That was epic. Give me a bump.
The Gypsy Angler with Ray Van Horn is brought to you by Dick Norris GMC, the preferred truck dealer of the Gypsy Angler. Bob's Machine Shop. Go fast, go shallow, go efficient.
I love topwater fishing, period. And the only way this might have been better is if you could have sight casted to them. And you know, I don't know, sight fishing for him would be really cool, but then you know he's there, and there's a certain element here of the unknown, the suspense. Is it gonna be this chug, or is it gonna be this chug? But when it happens, it's a surprise. Oh, come on. Trolling motor up.
I am.
Oh man, no game better than that right there. What a deal, Jason. That was pretty cool, man.
Yep.
He's mean too, buddy.
Perseverance, baby. Just keep drifting. Good thing is, Ray, think about this. If we weren't using power poles right now, we'd be drifting and you're having to fight the wind and the fish.
Yeah, it's such a great tool. Probably the greatest invention since the trolling motor. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, God. Have you got any small ones out here, brother man?
Not really.
I'll tell you what, the guy that's tying this fly right here, that's the best popping bug I've ever seen. That thing's sweet. When you can get him to eat a popping bug in foot and a half, 2 foot swells, that's good pop bug.
Yeah. Jacob does really good with those flies.
Look at the color of that fish right there. Not a blemish on him. Get him back in the pond, man. Now, you know when you're dialed in with the right bug, because you make a cast and you give it 2 chugs, chug, and there's an explosion. You talk about immediate gratification. Now, this is not mandy-pandy fly fishing. This is industrial. You're working this popping bug as hard as you can strip it to make as much racket as you possibly can. And all of a sudden, he rises up like the phoenix, and all you see is face. That's insane. That was insane. Spinning! Come on, that was sick. In the back end. Dude, the sucker's going to Texas. Jason, you don't have to get to that just yet, because you see them trees over there?
Yeah.
That's about where he is.
I see him way out there.
I know I've told you a dozen times, brother. There don't get any better than this. Put a little down and dirty on it. There's nothing better on that top water popper strike, because it's chug, 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 and then all of a sudden there's a face. And it's amazing that a redfish can eat anything on top, as far as I'm concerned. Boy, they get it done. I believe he's got him.
Yeah.
He's got him in that old net. Oh. Look at that tank. Good night. Are you kidding me? Are you?
Fist pop, hug, whatever.
That's sick, man. That might be the biggest one. Jason, I'm not sure. They're all big. This one's pretty big. This one took me probably 150 yards in my back. That is awesome, y'all. You gotta come down here and do this. You ready?
Ready to go.
All right, go make some babies. Thank you, I'll be back. Jason, I'll tell you what, brother, this is a special place. I've been coming here a long time, as you know, and I seek out hard to get to places. I live in the Everglades, and this is not an easy place to get to, really. I mean, you gotta want to be here.
You gotta want to come here. You're at the end of the world. Cell phones don't work. You just come here to relax and go fishing and enjoy Mother Nature.
And it's some of the best there is for that right there. And that's not so bad, buddy.
No cell phones. You're not connected to the real world. You're out here in Mother Nature catching 30-pound redfish on a fly rod.
I'll tell you what, it don't get any better than that. Y'all need to come visit. Don't worry about your cell phone. They'll be there when you get back. I can't thank Captain Jason Ketchings enough for his great hospitality. I knew it was going to be fantastic, but it's all the sum of the parts. Port Eads, the lodge, the crew there, the chef, everybody. As good as this fishing is, and I hate to leave it, everybody in the crew is hating to leave this. But you can tell conditions are deteriorating rapidly, and we better make our way back home. We got everything packed up, loaded up the truck. We're going down the road, and all I could think about were those crushing surface strikes on that fly. I can't wait till the next time. Louisiana, I'll be back real soon.